All right. This is Jen Swiderski, and this is my epiphany kind of reflection for the end of the 4 week course. As I look back at the beginning of this 4 week course, I thought about how, as a teacher of the 21st century, it's really important to engage our students and reach their needs through technology. I've had many epiphanies through this course, and it's really opened my eyes to how I can enhance my classroom this fall. And it also reiterated the fact that sitting down and actually having somebody tell me to go look at these websites or tools really helps me personally. So I've loved this class. I've loved getting to know new technology. And it just really is crazy for me to think about how technology has changed the past like 10 years. You know, our cell phones have changed drastically. Our social media, we went from AIM and AOL and dial up internet to wireless internet where we can be pretty much anywhere and get access to anything we need. So when I think about the next 10 years and where technology is going to be, it's really important for me to think about my classroom and how I'm going to that I want to be. So my first personal epiphany was Twitter. For those of you who read my reflections on Twitter, I hated Twitter. I have deleted Twitter multiple times through college and even after college. I just didn't like it. It was not visually appealing for me. I would always get lost in things. I just was not a Twitter person. But then, after going back to Twitter and trying again, we found TweetDeck. And TweetDeck is absolutely amazing. I plan on doing some of those chats this summer and filtering what I'm researching to middle school math classrooms. I'm really excited about TweetDeck. There's a lot of great things with that, and I love the layout of that and how that is for the user. So TweetDeck, super excited about the chats, super excited about filtering my searches, and just becoming a better Twitter user, I guess, TweetDeck user. So that was my first epiphany. My second one was Flipgrid. I've heard so many great things about Flipgrid, but I'm really excited to allow my students to interact through Flipgrid. Whether it's I give a question from the test and show a couple incorrect errors on the test reflections and have the kids kind of go back and check out those test questions and reflect on what somebody did right or wrong. Or maybe it's, hey, here's a new problem from a center. How'd you get your answer? Who do you agree with? Who do you disagree with? Those type of questions through the centers, through the assessments, through what mistake did students make on this will be really, really beneficial to my classroom. So Flipgrid's awesome. Super excited about using that. My third epiphany, which I'm super excited about, is Padlet. So in my classroom, I have portfolios for my students that I hand back at the end of the year. And their portfolio has their target sheet on it, a target sheet with the Common Core standard, how they did and what they can improve on for the next assessment. I give students their assessments and their test corrections back through their portfolio. So at the end of the year, they literally have every single test from 8th grade, what they did well on, what they did not do well on. And so it's a great reflection tool for my students. I feel like this is kind of from the 1990s when I was in school. And so I'm really excited about Padlet because it's going to allow students to create an online portfolio. So at the end of the year, they have this all in one area. I think this online portfolio will really help my students looking forward to the future because when I think about how I just got my recent job, I had an online portfolio. So I need to start training my students to use this online portfolio, share it with others, and communicate with others because it's going to help them in the future. There's a lot of really, really great things in this course that I've enjoyed looking at. Gamification and badges. I'm looking forward to diving into badges here in the next few weeks and start looking at how I can use those in my classroom to grade students. I think there's going to be a great tie and a great connection between Common Core state standards and standards-based grading and these badges. I think that it's going to take a lot away from students just wanting a percentage and push them to want to do better to earn the badge or earn that 3 or 4 in standards-based grading. So I'm excited to see how that works. And I think overall I've had a great time in this course. I've really enjoyed looking at PLNs and all the blogs out there and all the awesome things that are out there for teachers. You know, at the beginning of this recording, I talked about how teachers today have to dive in head first and think about how they want to enhance their classroom. And they also cannot be scared of all these changes in technology. And as I think about my personal classroom, and the technology I use, I need to continue to stay on top of these things. And I'm really excited to dive in and continue aspiring to be a better teacher and a better member in society by learning these new forms of technology and growing personally through these PLNs and getting new ideas through other people who are out there. So that was my epiphany project. There's a lot of great things I'm reflecting on. First epiphany, again, was going back to Twitter and TweetDeck. TweetDeck has really, really helped me through this course. My second one is Flipgrid. I'm really excited for students to use that through reflection and to communicate and be more engaged through my math classroom. And a third epiphany was Padlet and having those online portfolios to help students better communicate with one another and to prepare them for their future. So, take your time.